Samuel Kwaba be mamma you some na go so I wish fire do at Tama Penny first or maybe I send no messages in the brain. Nankin Kenny and my WhatsApp number that screen is on a yawodia. And in Penny for if you do more a near Alfred Kumi, aka Adenta Kumi, or your MPP in the Mabapa, a Bayura Lankojucha Mati campaign a Casama for Bani Mabuna, or if you do more a Hasi Sanso and a Yenia a year chachas, or also a NDC in the Mabapa, National Communication Team member. Research director at the Bono region, say correct, Bono region, and citizen at Dazi Church of Opinion at the Great Consolidated Popular Party GCPP. I beg you for Mama Makwaba. I'm trying to put me there. Citizen Mammy Shatim from free one. Yemia Christian Achu. Can we give up on him?
I mean, I want to use this opportunity now. Young fan wish one of my taking a series now.
So for 11,000.
Yeah, cool. It is really sad, and in fact, Achu, I watched some videos of Achu, Uncle Foka. I mean, how good he was in terms of a humanitarian effort and all those things. Until there is something I normally say. When Meta Cindy, that is the only time to express how good I am, how kind I am. Anything good that you have to say about me, say it today. Don't wait na atideme wuno ana ebia menkwa kakakra na wefi. Before you start to sing my praises. And I always say every politician is a good person until he dies. Yet asa, we make everybody, we paint everybody black. You see, I post people on my status when they are celebrating their birthdays. People don't understand. I won't wait for you to die before I post you. And I saw Christian Atu pictures posted all over. Mm-hmm. And I asked myself, in the World Cup last year,
yeah.
So consolidate and I try and can betting call for 1 year you bet the so you bobo or Martin. All of a sudden we seem to sing his praises. Anyway, I mean, I still pray that we should not give up. That in Kebeta some day, I mean, he wasn't even there, and all that, and maybe there at least he should be found. More a year window be. You don't see somebody's body, you don't know whether he's dead or not. For Castro, as we speak, we have not really let go because you are not able to let go. So I really pray there the family, for the family there at least Yankupon kan come to him. Na Yankupon na ombo ekwan man na yenti asam de ochina. But it is so unfortunate that said first na other players are na other porters no announced, but for a whole high commission, Ghana's high commissioner, to confirm to all of us that Christian Achu has been found. Hey, then what sort of intelligence was done? I thought that the main consistencies and true knowing that I didn't know that. Watra your borders. So, I mean, I'm so disappointed. And I mean, the only thing I told somebody this morning there, is share videos or kodo. Ghana young bomb paper because only Malcolm, what then crow collapsing. You saw how we struggled.
The same struggle now no more cost for all.
Today, it damn crow you need one. So should take it. Look at the number of houses. It is a damn for you to your Ghana. You never find crane, grano. Bisade Nadmu, what crane are he?
Nadmu crane.
So I think broadly, and I'm like, hey, we should be praying for ourselves as a country. The yedum pempendu bia say ya nhwe ne ya nyeme bi wo tue na ye nwanu yi. Nti I can only join in prayers the yambom pray. Na men kancha ya asofofo na they be able to more predict elections in a day. Eyon we hu. Eyon wan bon pay. Na say if we so have prophets of God in Ghana, please let them join hands in prayer for our brother to be found.
Amen. Chachas.
My first acquaintance na menchao. Me jame ko ni me a football fan. Me issue na mama bote because the way Manisi G ya minya information say he has been found and then sent to the hospital. Na ni G bi abamu. Actually I me sign call Joy News. I'm ko hu to say you hu no na nya no kre. I'm sign call kan Mubarak Wakaso. I'm say na adam for pan e Christians. Ono so edebeto ho say enya no kre say omahu no at once na maboto at once na mayemre me ko pe bibia bidi ene me beye den ene nam eme ko asemi ni kan den so as a youngster 31 years of age na o hwe afi na all picking your life na o hwe niema atuni ana asema sia me de I can't say much but me sere nyankopon say omfa no kwanche no sɛ nyankopɔn sɛ ɔman nyɛ one of the souls a ebitimi a retrieve enye sa we dey edi esi yetwa kwan na sɛ anka odan a wo se kwan ne tene ebia na omfiri ofie ana sɛ ebia onye wabusia ni nti no o feel so okay Ghana de nyameko ade a yɛ ade pa yɛ fasting and prayers nko ade Ghana ni bia yɛ mbɔ mpa ne nsɛ nyankopɔn sɛ omfa kesi achu de maye because say big people be heroes like this who sacrifice for the nation. Not the way omofa so lose some lives na ya na yamenu ke mu bi wo no ma ya na haye obi beka say anto no obese me na beto me ana but to be very honest this is not a way of people celebrating or people saying anything but mesre your officials omo aye di to me mo because high information we say ne o abrewa bi ana akokora bi wo di fie and I come high commissioner to take this information we buy ka wa ha abusiafo no ketimi e the shock bi ebre abusiafo no you don't rush to bring out information because o say omaka say omahu kesiachu to the extent say unnim hospital omo so omo de ne koye and you have not seen the person and you rush out to come and just say yes you know and he's in safe hands or he's in the hospital and later on to find say enye no kre now rush here then because ohwe baby issue ni si ya also the capital Ankara meanwhile we move nko anasa on send the delegation bi mo ko hwe nipa no and then you sit down and give an official information say na fe the Ghana phone na ya tiada it's bad you be say there is just a lack of leadership mesre in pain for no ya di tumi mo a omo hwe na omo ndi tumi ni ye because Niama bi wo say is very bad and it doesn't augur very well. Meaning say we you kuro bi so a. Nka said the next thing I was say oh yeah, say she has to resign because it's very bad because you can't create this fear and panic like that and then you just sit down at the comfort of your office and drink tea because any reasonable person be I'm telling you got the best thing is for her to resign anyway. Rebecca said the Rebecca nan say your best friend Yankopon so I'm finding kwanche still we still hope. And we still have the belief, say, definitely, Kesiachu will still come back. This is what you do, Castro. So one day, somehow, Castro will also be found. We are praying, say, Kesiachu. Yankopon, ready and come for Yame. Friday, you know, come almost get a bomb inshallah. Ya Allah, we are mobile, Nama, or the same, Kesiachu.
Kumi, first, your first face, your take on Christianity.
Senior, first of all, my main fa nchia emu edin ema Ghana fo nyina na menchia obibia or share program no. Well, I think in the last 2 days, Yanti Asempa. My menchia, my fellow panelists. I mean, we've built a nice rapport. Yaba, said the young kasa among your who discuss issues grants and I mean it's healthy for our politics what's my for chachas and I'm for kakas.
Chachas.
Okay, me for kakas.
Chachas.
It's a medicine no. Me am new chachas ne senior citizen mechiamo. Now senior you be a who follow me, I'll be who say, I dear me prepare football. Now me support Chelsea. I am now focus Abungele Chelsea.
The Blues.
The Blues. Now Christian Achu a player join Roman Abramovich time no. Yakofa no say oh yeah good player. And you know before Chelsea was scout such a player they be bano. Not just say the guy has potential. So first of all the guy is Ubia Bobo ye pa well for via to at buy no injuries in this anima emaniko injury crowd echo loan Newcastle ne a few other places. So Chelsea community they say we've issued a statement hoping say he will come back quickly. But it is really disheartening one, the situation that we are in. And very unfortunate. Say, the information that we got from the High Commissioner or Ambassador was not credible. Very unfortunate. It was in 50 last week. As a party or even as a government, our communicators must be very serious. And these are some of the things I'm talking about. The government for no. Young party no intimate two government for no for then we don't have any business with the party. Young party, MPP party now won another by no. So when something goes wrong, we should be the best critics. Even the worst, we should be the worst critics. Because yes, we are the best supporters of the government. How can we get such an information wrong? Who went to verify to know, say, Yehu Akwano? She said, what's up, Baba? Was she not able to do a video call to verify? You know, these are some of the things that we need to avoid. You don't report what you have not seen. Your mouse, our authority as a diplomat, you are representing the nation. So your security report, first-hand information, no, you have the right to ask for it. It is sad. And Dramati say, yes, you not many ajepa say and he's responding to treatment. So I mean, in Quinshasi to me see. But now the issue is different. Yeah, kind of saying. Asema aba ye kan ho asem no now yaya ma focus no dive attention akọ a friend is saying misinformation and we need to be careful. Charlie, we are already going through a lot as a nation. These are the petty things that we can avoid. They are totally avoidable. Totally avoidable. And you know me, I keep telling you. And yes, me MPP ni inti me ba ne kra no menka. Ipa na me di ne chialan kodo chemantino. He puts the truth where it is. And ya feel that ne say politics there be the politics is about human life. We have found out Rebecca to say truth stands. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is not something we should have rather been sending our kind messages to the gentleman wherever he is. But anyway, Mr. Stranger me, say, Stranger, on the cra, and she baby, on Tiasi, man, he should be alive.
Finding alive.
Yeah, anyway. We want to find him alive in the body, in the health. God, yes, he is a God of wonderful things, and wonder shall never end. You say, "Nyame, on one you kukuku."
Sure. Mama, 3 more minutes. Tell us more about your Alan Kwajo campaign as a youth spokesperson for the youth. What is the update?
Well, Senior, the update. Let me use the 3 minutes too. The update has been, first of all, thank you and your team for the opportunity to be on your show. Senior, the update has been simple. Or better ne probe on so or China ne to na or start or the call Ashanti region or the call no or better so your friends and voter na the other updates too will come. Now, Senior, one of the things about this week by a certain gentleman be a government spokesperson on security. Anna oba out can say
and MPP
I'm not in the MPP.
Government spokesperson that we know is
government spokesperson.
Okay. Is it the one you're talking about?
I'm sure he's the one I'm talking about. I don't really know him. I don't know who he is. I don't know his locals. Maybe Nasiana, he who say he's spring up now or Kasa. But it's very, very important for us to understand. Say, penny be Kasa or party ni man. Do not use mischief and our misunderstanding to talk. Dano, you ready yourself? Anna, who said the crash in our bow. But I will say that I forgive him because I see say I am just show or politics mo. Anna, or they can't dear or can you know. It's I don't know how to put it. I am just show.
Once I want to repeat it, okay.
No, I'm not going to repeat what he said. No. I will not even give such a statement away in my life. No. I am just show no they can't the okay, you know. But you know, it's important for us young people in politics. Bano. It's a party, no. What we say MPP culture, no, and our tradition here rich, no, is because of different ideas. Everybody has a way when you're a party, no, and a man opportunity so be lead the party now. Obekono. And I make us say I will not falter him a lot because we share even the submission in Yema or can't you a child who say the candidate be our supporting and I say opposite in your favor or candidate name and they can't say and seminal.
Okay.
Now, Senior, if you're a party and you can't say the truth to people, it is sad.
Okay. Then quick one, let's begin this one by when you Alan Kwajo Martin over the weekend could be more Western North now. Or say for MPP to craft a campaign message for 2024 now due to how the economy the economic situation then affect or MPP communications also. That's why they cannot even craft message for 2024. But in here, Alan Martin.
You are Huchim, and Yadia Ubia was say, Obedi no Krabia Betmaka say, a how be anyhow. Salamekano, Yaya Juma. Now, so Sa Huchea Baninti. Ama say MPP. Aba Yabaka Kotono 2024. Message Yedibakono, Aya Diamayan. Aya Diamayan. Ana fe susu ya susu nim se ade ba ko a adi enya wo Ghana pa ni se aban bi ba efiri kwa me kro abre so aban bi ba obehye bibi ase a foforo ba do aye ni nyina no na wo butu no na obehye bibi foforo ase ato aso saa bepim ayewra kufo ado ba ye na chese ebeye den no man wako nim say yebenya party a ana kebeka say for the first time yema monto aso de enye wo mu no yebeyi afrim na mom de ye wo mu no nti no yento aso na yenhwe say saa de ye wo mu no a ebo aman na yebetime tintim a na daachi bi se yetimi wie na tintim pa na se obi foforo beba na nka yama obi foforo aba se Ghana for ye pe omani sa na se ba no enim se ye be ko general election amanyo ko ni edoso obi a baba abepre aban kase no ewe man mu na me ayafutu a me de ma Ghana for say you are starting free SHS. I buy for bar. But yes, you bubutu no. Yeah, I started one district, one factory. Eba is a bubutu no. Then a better no mine no. How could I do? Ati sabiti kan say yentwa MPP so dia. Na kwa say na nya wan na wo de neba. Waka ya preso. Na wan na wo de neba. Na say enam ahochie no a aba ni nti ameka say ya message no ya de ni nti no. Se wodi obi ba abedi Ghana nim ama akwaje akonya kase no a eda man mu dia na ense oye obi a sabe
Yera lanche Martin statement no na said we sit no me pacho we bono 5 minutes but we dey wash as that and we benya 3
Senior asema ura lanche Martin kan no simple o see say ye be di ne kre ama ana obi di ne kre ebe hu a yenim say we are in a situation young Ghana for no yenim say ahoche. You see the first person to say this? You see the first person to say it? Yembusa yan. So if he's the first person to say it, ni aka say Alan Martin say party no. But even before this statement came out about 3 months ago, the president of Ghana has alluded to that fact. Said we are in economic crisis. That's one. Last 3 days, me who article be our Ghana web. His Excellency Alaji Bahumia Alaji, he's alluded to the fact say Ghana your economic crisis mu. Even Andra finance minister, I say Ghana ya nye debt exchange program here. The economy will crash. Inti asema ora alanchemanti ka no. Infunso be na wo hu. Senior, se me yese me boa wo. Na me anje antum se uhia moa. Ana me ba nchen. Waka chem so uhia moa. Na me ba nchen abeboa wo. Now I don't accept the fact say uhia moa. How do I help you? See, how do I help you? Eti no can say obi odi no kre. Eti me who statement no. Make me who paragraph statement no. Me who say it's either mischief and now on no kre.
If it's becoming difficult for MPP to craft message.
Okay.
For 2024 election because of the economy. There was the business as far as 2024 election.
Oko election, right? Oko election, a message na oko tom. Election is like you are going to a warfare. Warfare no ewo election mu no a message na oko tom. Nti se yeti Alan Kojo Chemantin here or say ma message na ye koton no ayedin because Ghanaians know what is going on. So why should we give you another opportunity? So as a leader, what he was telling in Penifua no more Kasane say, we need to what? Restore the hope and look at the credibility of the new messenger. It's not just about bringing a candidate. It's about the new messenger. Does he have credibility? Does he have the competence? Does he have the character? These are the things now okay. Now obia betina baby. Obia or see a government spokesperson. Kasa say if Alan Chemantin doesn't have a message, that ben you who politics man who be who so be a message. That ben you who politics man. See that government communicators they should be humble.
Okay.
See that anything I am at times my do you know because only Alan Kojo Chemantin Kasa Obeka to say don't attack anybody. Let's you see anyway sana nyame so aye no ono ne politics no o say enye gidigidi sana nyame de aye no.
Okay.
Nti yehwe ne nim nti na ya nyame bi wo wa egu yebo
kom na waye.
Yo Obeka to say president Kofo chair party ni say wu dware na bodamfo e be fa ontuma na odi na chia na eche so abodam. So we allow some of these things.
President Kofo appoint a minister of information also onye de beju.
Also onye. No onye de beju. Also on Ghana say the ejre Kofo.
Kwame Nkrumah Ghana and MPP for the akwakoduru baby eduri. Say yenye shebre and omode to chacha. Yaku school akwakunya Safwana edibebie the doors to our destiny and on the atu chacha. Dicho the be try and error and I feel it poto. Today I'm sad. MPP doesn't have a message. And near simple biaka. And I'm going to help you because answer number crafty message, but we are going to ask them this question. 2024. I will build a harbor and airport in Cape Coast. Number 1. We will build high-rise building in Nima. Number 2. There will be plenty of jobs. People will come from our neighboring countries for jobs like Togo, Niger, Nigeria. We will be asking them, 1 district, 1 factory. No village or town will have a toilet problem. 1 village, 1 dam. We will never go to the IMF. We will build 350 secondary schools. I will build Agenda 111. I will make Accra the cleanest city in Africa. The hikes in fuel prices will be a thing of the past. I will arrest the dollar. 1 constituency, $1 million. I will build a factory in each district. I will make Kole Lagoon and Odo River a tourist site. I will fight corruption with the Anas principle. I will transform Ghana in 18 months. I can develop Ghana without borrowing from outside. The money is here. I am not corrupt and will not be corrupt. Try me and see. Yeti sikaso ekom de yen. Yeti sikaso so ekom de yen. I am too old to steal your money. I have my own money. I shall protect the public purse. I won't operate family and friends government. These are the 24 promises they promised us. The person me bisa na do danko akufado. And then the MPP are buying MPP abusiano. And then on Ghana for because all these 24 promises to me fulfill 1. But my main cousin be now land Tremantin can as no say and was say a more to us. Once a great day, a quino. The edge quine so so more your quine says I'm a fazubio. O must say quino. O must say Ghana for your destiny. Do must say now you know there's no need to have a moment because they have nothing to come and do and they have no business in government. These people, they are just incompetent and they have just come to mismanage the country. Yeah. Almost say, you use 40 years development plan. Ushe Alan Tremantia sem no kind na some more can say, o ma set foundation no, aban we ba on ba meto aso. 40 years development plan. John Dramani Mama de to was and Tembewi. Or Safoma for catcher say, there's no need say. You better follow 40 years development because it's too long. But Osafoma is in a government. Etimikoji loan. Emma loan will be a 50 years. 40 years, 30 years near Kutia. Satan knows but development plan I did Ghana and Kosovo by day was he yen to was he 3 years HS. 3 years HS are now on Kwalaiko school January. February or move fee. Omuko school January at Diane Keke. Common food. Crying to feeding Kwalawi. Until your mama but we can't even feed. And that I can say textbooks for 4 years. Simple textbooks. They can't even print textbooks for 4 solid years. Which kind of government is it? Everybody must say a boyfriend who cannot give you is that one to a boyfriend. A government who cannot feed school children is that one to a government. A government that cannot provide.
A
government that own to me ma school kwala biani ndio. Sa government we a government ana. Na do danko akufado. And then tailor for a mo pam school kwala ta de audio moka. And then not essay omu general secretary Owura Kwabena was say they lack the logistics to even teach. Logistics like laboratories. Omu nibi no mo de ache nkwala na de enti ne say free SHS no mo de tout free SHS require problems edos. Enti free SHS na ankasa kura no has a challenge. Enti mesre Ghana for hwe we are sentini na sende wutie mi a ma men ka asem bi. Hwe so we are sentini a na wo join MPP sebi enye wo busia japade sebi enye o se chinchine o so support MPP so wo to aba ma MPP a and that to aba because of onkwara dachi to aba because of one kasa future because who MPP better say this MPP nya de a me dem ya santini nti me de ya enye mambre se chinchine o so ya to aba ma MPP ye nua no masantifo ye be srem you are part and parcel of this country. And a near my echosi, yet the MP before, near to Abadom, dear shad don't mean a don't go minimum. And they took home hard. In su. It was 50 pesos. When Asante ni say, me MPP ni say, people are really suffering. Now you be work so kakra.
Sifam.
Of high tension pool because of say a come deno do a full high tension pool kunu na nado danko akufado government we. Hwe uko Sahote. Ohwe see the students e march here eno mutu no Indonesia. Uko Jacob Zuma a political revolution and I'm want to say or you corrupt or incompetent no mutu Zuma. Uko Indonesia the same thing happened and or the people also mass up no mko pamo mabai. Sri Lanka nanu yai ahokyere ya bia and omo march here no mko pamo president. Na nadu danko akufado. Me se na nadu timinya kukuduru etena kunya we so kopem 2024. That is an Nanado unrespected Ghana for.
Okay.
As an Nanado Dankwa, he's not a man of integrity. Okay. Wait, and a Mami Kase Kofi Kumse. Was this an Nanado Dankwa Kufado?
Citizen
or da,
Citizen is your turn. You're a large maintain.
Sami, on your show, na Mekade, Yeral Alan Kojocha Mantin, he's not being bold by saying that this government has built a super foundation. Alba built a super structure on it. But when I heard him speak, it was Asante Hineyimino, because he said the truth.
Okay.
Asama okay no. The first part okay there. Abani biba. Obe say all that another government why you know when there's no continuity no. It is a fact. It is a fact. Yet your money you know we had to go and beg the president. Okay, a whole a year why you one. Okay, the Mami Rebecca call program obi go try watching.
Yeah, that's anony.
Legon medical school.
Legon students na dey placard a sheet of paper and watch also say open Legon Medical Center.
We had to beg. There were many in a ohini bi wo aflawo kwan do. Oka there school blog no one completer. Yeah. So what Commander a sugar factory. I mean, so what did Alan say that is not true? That government do not ensure continuity. If a Kwame Nkrumah all the plans all year or the two of Ghana for say you try do nke yendum maybe ayeti. The second part that because of what is going on currently, it is difficult for MPP to couch a message. Master, you see, another thing that hypocrisy will kill this country. Nyachum will kill people and will kill MPP if they don't take care. Because Asama Alan K, I mean, every MPP communicator in there, work for any studio, they find problems when they are confronted with issues of the economy. Because you can only, I mean, Obi Obekasa, Biokasa, we are now Obi afraid. And someone can why there, Master, why you don't know what is going on? The finance minister says that if we don't have an IMF program by March, this country will crash. So if the finance minister is saying this, how can you count a message for 2024 when the economy will crash by March if we don't get an IMF program? When these people, the same people came to tell us that young IMF in there, young IMF for China, we are a proud country. Otibwe now okwa IMF. Our IMF na kwa IMF. Men they are touting there say young IMF Ghana say. And you say what? The same people who went to say there, Ghana, all we need is to tow our roads, all the roads in Ghana, and we have enough money to run Ghana. Now says that if they don't get $3 billion from IMF, this country will crash. So what message would you have? So I am surprised to hear that people were attacking Honorable Alan Kojo Chobati. You see, no kwara sawagana. Nankwa you won't find people who are trying to prosecute Okujeto Ablakwa just because he is trying to protect the public purse. So now in Ghana, when you rather want to bring out the truth, you are seen as the enemy. So we are rather fighting the person just because the person is saying the truth. Why? Why? If I send you no opinion in Konka, MPP, I mean, what else? That this economy that you have, you'll be bold enough to couch a message to us. Hey, no, Ghana for so
maybe they need communication experts. Maybe
they didn't understand, because what I understand is that also I'm a YSM, and that is true. See, NDC now says that because of how the economy is, there is a high likelihood there they will win because things are not going well. You understand? So it makes it you the opposition. Domestication. See, I saw what coming. Obiara or can exchange program once we get domestication. So it makes our message more easier to sell. But MPP, you promise a lot. You are receiving. We are not getting anything that you promised us. We are not getting it. Into remember, I had difficult today. Remember, Becca Sebioma in Coffee was amazing. And the pay me count, baby, there. When John Boyd Ojina Simple so say, hey, Ghana, how would baby, you be ye Jumama, ya fan Kofu Fiamanone, Wabi Jumawa. It is said, them video in the Wabachrawa. Obi them no, but can't so much or they will create jobs for you. I bet easy. Is it not? Does it not make your work difficult? So pay you by son waka. And good evening to my brother Pargrave. Pargrave, we are not here tonight. Indeed, assembly be wa muntumanka. But you see, I would expect that munka munde dama afutu amedema NDC medema mamoso. That you are doing an internal contest. Don't run people down just because you do not agree with them. It's cool down. Cool down.
Okay. Cooling down. Mamenkai first 15 messages in Ayan Twaso. Good evening, Sammy. I'm Kingsley Osei Kesi from Obo Kwewu. Or say the Christian Achu episode shows how Ghana is failing. Take the Takrade girls case as an example. This shows Ghana's lack the leaders who are bold to swallow the pains of the people. Listening to my brother, Ahinenana Kwame Osei. Good evening, Sammy. I think what is happening currently in Ghana is because our refusal to speak the truth to power. When Nana Addo mismanaging the economy, some of these pensioners who are now picketing at the finance ministry fail to speak. And they were shouting for more for Nana. We have all seen how far the recklessness of this government has brought us. Let's be fair to ourselves and imagine if former President Mahama is the president of Ghana and we happen to see this mess. What would this hypocrite say? Let's rise against wicked administration before they finally send us to the abyss. Yenya amenura Peter de Free Sunyane and Ode Abrain. We say, please, I'm Osei from Obo Kwewu. Please, I visited Accra last week and found out that the traffic light at Awoshi Bar Yard is out of service for the past 1 good year. It took able policemen to direct traffic for just 12 hours, and afterwards, the fate are left in the hands of the drivers and pedestrians. What type of leadership we have? Oh God, save Ghana. We say, please allow the finance minister to collapse the country for the reverend ministers and the opinion leaders who in 2016 insulted the former President Mahama and the NDC party will see their shame in 2034. Ike, Eddie Free, as seen in Suta, Nade Abba. We say, let's keep praying for our brother Achu and forget about the ambassador since she is an appointee of Nanado. The president has already been speculative, so no wonder. Like president, like his appointee, everything about this government is going wayward. I don't want to believe Ghana is under a cursed president. That's why we are all suffering. When a bad person rules, people's suffering and calamities are always abound. Amanura Peter Sunyani, New Doma. Oh, why Ghana haven't sent some of our security persons to support in aid of our superstar, Achu, Asare, and Ediwi, Efi, Ede, Abba. To get your official statement from government, the president is, or you see Facebook and Twitter and all Kasao. Oh, my brother, Chelsea fan, why NPP? We are all grieved. God save Achu. I'm Evans from Takufuta Kradino Diabre. Was say you are doing a great job for our country. Was say this is Togbe Achuga Soga, the second divisional chief of Soga Kope. Efo. So I'm a patch of Mushu number for my Mushu number. Now I send a farmer more. Let me get in touch with Efo. I need numbers of your panelists. Okay. Efo so here panelists are more here number. And so I get the numbers and I will give it to them. Normal get in touch with Efo. We say, Mr. Hunter, greeting to you all. Mr. Citizens always make sense in his submissions. I don't think Ghana can withstand the high magnitude earthquake which hit Turkey and Syria. Should we prepare for such calamities by putting the necessary measures in place so that in case it happens, we can seriously handle it, or Nanado and his pastors should be left to use our resources to build a cathedral, which he rather promised to build for God? Moses Kasano di Efiaba. Ene, so cry in Frankfurt for Nadmu, Katekra Nadmu for Cranibi. Ka and Yama. Yamon Pai is a bit tea. That's a bit tea. Now, me say, Malcolm, a year disaster this year. Salam who say Ghana, we are not moving anywhere. We will hand it, we have expect. Now, expect we are back. Now, almost in about nothing was happening. Now, if you microphone and the went kakranka. Malcolm put a key almost a week before we got to the bottom of that building. We say these are leaders for you. The first gentleman, second gentleman, finance minister, and our current leaders are liars. From Joe, Kabila, Kufuru, Anidieni. We say good evening, Mr. Hunter. I now understand why Akufo-Addo was in a hurry to collapse number one business. Two scammers can't stay together. I hope you understand what I mean. Mr. Host, tell that MPP boy that he should tell Nanado to pair or combine these ministries. Ministry of Agric and Fisheries, Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy, Education and Youth and Sports, Transport, Road and Highway, Ministry of Information and Communication, so that we save money. This is from Johnny Walker at Pokwasi Nodiaba. We say hello, Same. Good evening. If you listen to Alan very carefully, he doesn't deserve to be president because of a trade minister, and because as a trade minister, and you want to become next president after Akufo-Addo, he's supposed to continue the factories JDM started and commission it, but he thinks it's the NDC project, so he left it to collapse. Even if he cannot do anything at all, the sugar factory alone, he can do something about it to reduce the import of sugar and reduce the pressure of the dollar. Tell Alan, MPP, go and sleep. We Ghanaians are wise. MPP, no more. Lawson Paulding from Manfe, Ekwapem. Amosai Obokwe, please, Ghanaians should allow Ken Oforiatta to collapse the country for us. We have the president, the pastors, and men of God to resurrect the nation. Lazy leaders. Okay, no about pounds in my no. Ya fe na ye de be nkoma na nkasa ba so. For the first time in the history of Ghana, pensioners have to embark on demonstration to do what? To tell the government to say government won't stay off their pension funds and coronavirus. Me pacho yentie ye ma me ni ya papa no mkwakra for first time on demonstration ma ye to set the ball rolling.
Adwumayefo won mu ewa homegye mu ene watu anamon akwakopie mu ewo asoye a wo hwe oman sikasem so atena yekese ewo nkramantam no emu na ne nyina ne se ene wate atua atenteso kokko e de atrempanyefo ya ne nyina efa individual pension bond holders dwumadi a ekoso no ehu na wo kyese ekwane aban nam so na wodi etua wo musika wodi ko aban no ebosia ede ma won mu no enya de a woni eje ho ne senti ena wo kyemu se ewo se aban no etumi sigina obetumi ayi won mo afrimu na won mo nso dwumadie ene etuhu acha wode be ye adwuma ede bo a oman no mre bi atwam no ehu betumi aba mfaso ede ama won mo enam so ema adwumayefo yi a wododo be bro aduonum ebomode ehye kokko ene tuntum ekokopie mu ewo asoye won mo a empanyefo wodi won mo animu titu ene Dr. Edu Anane Entry ene Kasebo original edi enkomo a won so akasa ede afa eyensi hu ya aban ede aba no ehu
yebeba ye ba na se dura nwumre na so aka kire yen se wayi afiri mu a ade akyi aye mabium ye ba ade akyi na se won kan a ye besan aba ye ba na se dura nwumre wo se wayi afiri mu a ade akyi aye mabium enti se ye toa so se ye ba da na kire se yenyi ye mfiri mu da ban beka se yeyi afiri mu no da na obeka no na de kire ye ma ha bium
ni kwakra mu no ekoma bi enso ene Kasebo original edi enkomo
Sani ebeye. In fact, that's na yakache police for no. Say on the time you benya what total exemption no. Debia ebeba.
Our pain. As a team, we want total exemption because we feel that we have paid our dues to Mother Ghana. Our monies were obtained through blood, sweat, and tears. There's been enough blood, sweat, and tears, and we think that it is enough. We don't need to sacrifice anymore. We think that government should look for other means of meeting their targets.
We made sacrifices. We denied ourselves of many things in order to put something away for a time like this. We do not wish to be a burden on society. We do not wish to be a burden on our children. And so this is what we thought was the right thing to do. And we did that. Was it wrong for us to think about our future and to put something away for it?
Enti we ma me ni papa no nkokrafo ehia boa eje hia to won na wanka se ti o nsemo a omo ekaye with this IMF conditionality see ya ka ho asem sometimes funny kakra ye man ye funny ni say ye tie ni say IMF program bia no pro the ayet ni say IMF program bia no consider the vulnerable in our society and how to protect them. But this IMF conditionality say government should not employ government yo magia to me for bia dwomo afim. IMF conditionality say kokrafo no ne menwafo no makọ pension sika da ho no. Kwana kofa abansi yo magia tum me kwa kofa. Amen nem kokrafo emrwafo ye demonstration. But citizen, what is happening?
Sammy.
We chat from freeway.
Sammy, I'm very sad watching this woman. See, if I put myself in the woman's shoes, they me mia. Why you juma wa bobra beyond 60 years? On mujina homofie. Ne juma wa ya to wono. Ne investment a wa yen on woman. And the woman, if you listen to how she spoke, it is a curse for anybody who has decided they won't let these old people sleep and relax. Yeah, they've toiled. Aye juma wa bre. they've committed themselves to contribute. Sami say if especially obabi oyedwuma wa benimu na ihwe the taxes na deductions are what you now. Now after all these things with income tax na bazi tax are what it's one. Now you give them this kind of conditionalities. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad.
Hey, Ato, and indeed you are crying.
It's sad. It's really sad.
Hey, Ato.
There, you saw Ken Thompson kneeling down and begging the president months ago. He saw what was coming. He saw it. All right, Ken Thompson. He foresaw what was coming. Ghana fans, say, some people laughed at him. They already had an opinion like you. Ibunchal on live TV and begged the president. We did not understand him. And I want to appeal to anyone who thinks that people are not making sense anymore. That you see, onto wada. But so mami. Now, we finifie. Now, Waroko Aquaku Jina Ministry of Finance, they will picket there because their bonds have been touched. Because their pensions have been touched. How would you feel? How would you feel? And I think it is very disrespectful to us as Ghanaians. Very unfair to us as Ghanaians that such a government like this, with all the promises that they made to us, will be so wicked to us there. At this period where you are calling on us to burden share, you are making appointment to the as Minister of State. I mean, where did we get it wrong as Ghanaians? To give MPP the second nod to stay in government. Where did Ghanaians go wrong? Where? It is so disrespectful to us as Ghanaians there. We still have the finance minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, in office. He disrespects all of us as Ghanaians that even in parliament where there are answers from us, we the people, he decides not to show up. And we keep on touting him. He's doing excellent. I mean, I just can't think far. I'm really sad this evening. Chede, Miraho. And you see, I want to ask the MPP party, and I pay me and Nabi, the national organizer, that the reason why they've not been able to set a date for their national, the presidential and parliamentary elections is because they are doing a broader consultation. Since the MPP party knows how to conduct a broader consultation, they should set up a lecture hall for the government to train the government on conducting consultations broadly. Because it looks like the government doesn't know how to do it. So since the MPP party knows how to do broader consultations, I beg them, please, set up a lecture room for the government. The president and the ministers, to be able to learn how to do engagements. Because if we engage people, some of these things wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have our mothers and fathers to picket at the finance ministry like this. Why? Why are we doing this to ourselves as Ghanaians? Instead of a democracy, yebeye anti-cracy. dwe krasi ahantan krasi onfamo ho krasi we are a listening government. Since when did the definition of listening become like this? Since when? And individual bondholders have stated that every proposal they even made to government, they did not listen. Okay, they act like they are listening just to get you on board. How? So I think yesterday, messages 2 days ago. Another date the other day. So I think it was yesterday. Yeah, 2 messages. One from UMB, one from CalBank, asking me that if you want to sign up to whatever, CalBank, dear client, we wish to remind eligible bondholders who purchase their GOG bonds through CalBank that they can contact their respective branches to confirm whether or not they wish to participate in the GOG debt exchange program by 2 p.m. February 7th, 2023 for onward submission to CSD by 4 p.m. The program details are provided in the second amended and restated memorandum. Kindly access details of the GOG exchange program via normal link. So if we had done broader consultations, would we have gotten here? Any what kind of message and I mean, how can you go and sit in front of this woman who was lamenting? No any family. No more promise one things for 2024. How? How? Kwan bendo, now you are going to deal with these people. Immediately there are people who are pensioners who fear. So, one wash one bar. Because one bar ye jumaye. Sure. One bar no way you do banks and mobile go banks into ye jumaye. One bar no way you do any private sector. Mobile no most move from taxation to production. You are taxing everything. Into the private businessmen, they are not able to expand and make more money. So they are relieving people of their jobs. I have a friend who asked me there, Master, I want you to come and study my business and give me ideas where I can cut off people. Because I'm not even breaking even. This is a VAT, 15%. How? From 12.5, apart from levies, I don't come from 12, 15%. When you call Kumi Preku, because of the same VAT.
I recognize at 3%.
So why are we? You see, Sammy, I am a cadre, and when I see the pomposity of some of the MPP communicators at this point in time, and how they react to us, it can be now when they on banning popular, the way they talk. I'm like, what are you defending, my brother? The truth of the matter is, see, if we talk about Ghana now, it's not necessarily about what MPP or what NDC or what GC people want. It's what are we benefiting as Ghanaians?
Okay.
It's about Ghana and not about political party now. You are the people in charge. And in General Ban, please, you've not seen anything yet. As for the fire, you've not seen anything yet. It's going to come because you're watching your power. And those who are quiet and not talking, those who are sleeping and not talking. Some people slept and then they young one. So tomorrow, overcome. Man channel on count and sana akasa.
Citizen Atu wept on set. Not because Odunisika or Nemum. We have found a demonstration. I don't think I can repeat this bite again because I say a lot of issues. But let me take you to President John Dramani Mahama, former President John Dramani Mahama. And so somewhere last week or last 2 weeks, at Chatham UK, and also address Ghana for abroad investors about state, what can be about domestic debt exchange program no, but GNT.
Investors are hesitating at the moment to come to Ghana. The economic situation is difficult. And I noticed you were critical of the proposals to restructure domestic debt. But nevertheless, it's a real problem. And investors will be looking at what your solution is to this domestic debt. In fact, and the international, you mentioned some solutions, the international, but the domestic debt is particularly difficult. And do you think that the proposal for a Ghana compact to re-establish the sort of some economic consensus around the way forward is going to be part of that solution?
I'm not opposed to debt restructuring. Debt restructuring is a condition precedent to get in an IMF program. And Ghana needs to do a debt restructuring to be able to go into a program. What has been the contention is a lack of dialogue and consultation with the debt holders on the domestic side. I know currently negotiations are taking place with the bondholders on the external side. Not the same treatment with domestic bondholders. Government feels it can just ride roughshod over them. So one fine Sunday night, we're all relaxed at home, and then we had the finance minister address the debt restructuring and announce how it was going to be done. 0% in 2023, 5% in 2024, and after that 19% in 2017, and then going all the way till 2035 without any consultation. I have been an advocate for dialogue. Before this whole crisis started, I advised the government, I said, hold a national dialogue on the economy. State what the state of, give what the state of the economy is, and let everybody buy into it and understand. And then after that, seek a broad consensus behind your economic program. This suggestion was never taken. And then what we expected to happen actually happened. We had kept raising the red flag since 2019 about government's reckless borrowing program, going onto the Eurobond market every year for $3 billion and not investing it in the productive sectors of the economy, most of that money being used for consumption. And that is what has ended us where we are. And after you've recklessly mismanaged the economy, you don't want to make the same sacrifices. You're asking the people to make all the sacrifices. Sacrifice your bond, I'll pay you in 15 years. How do you know the person will live till 15 years? And yet, correspondingly, government expenditure is increasing. One would have thought that in this crisis, you're not going to increase your debt in this budget by 82 billion over last year. 2023 budget has seen government expenditure increase by 82 billion over 2022. That is not a government that is serious about making the same sacrifices it is asking the people to do. And that is our concern with this debt restructuring program. Apart from that, you don't let the driver who ran you into a ditch after you've managed to pull the car out of the ditch, see him sit behind the wheel again. And I mean, the majority itself, members of the MPP, have said, take this finance minister out. Bring somebody who the public will have more faith in, and because he didn't create the crisis, they will be better able to have a negotiation and sit down with this person and negotiate in good faith. But the one who's caused the problem is the one you're asking to negotiate with bondholders for a debt restructuring. So that is our concern with the debt restructuring.
Where former President John Dramani Mahama, also they were kind at the farm, no Kasa same way. More than a week before Iraq and Ofrata catcher says IMF and my program and so more by next month the economy will crash. John Dramani Mahama kind is still relevant today and it will be relevant tomorrow as long as or as far as a domestic debt exchange program is concerned. Chachas, your turn.
Ado danko akufo ado ene ne MPP e ka kire se yen so no nhwe yen kai no na yen to abama no because owo ni sika dada no pese obesonye on operative family and friends. Na ne ene Ghana ni biara akabi na nadu su onti. Ghana ni bia including MPP members themselves akabi na nadu su onti da. Anado mu Ghana for. Anado doesn't respect. But in there, my church has been be man on a make a beca makasa tia penny. Sebi kafra chawo. Se penini ah enim nyansa o se kache zo nim nyansa. Se penini enim nyansa. E o se ye bold. Na e kache se penini nim nyansa because what Nanado danko akufa ni MPP. Sebi hwe. E man pe hia LA primary for nya de oye. Sen ne yet Ghana ha. Now kache se yet sikaso. So you come di. Nande I do the stage say DDEP eye brofo kese no matamato. Say ne Ghana ye ni sika biom. Nti omo di omu sika boye bosia no. Ye ni sika ye betuma tua. Ye ni ka pre aye betuma tua biom. Nti ne hunto se ye tuwe. Ghana ni bia ton ne ho agapade ye sika ye to bibia. And if on debt to GDP. Ye toni ni na akora na ye ntimi ntia ye ka. Because ende debt to GDP na 105%. Unim se hunto 2022. Abane bobosia se na otimi tua banka tua foka. Bosia e na obo se na otimi tua workers ka. Ende omo ka kire John Dramani mama so he incompetent. The bond holders and omo di omo sika bo aban bosia no ye papa no ya maame nti maame na asem no obi ayi aduma 60 years obi ayi aduma 65 70 years wakọ ne pension ahomegye mu na odi ne sika bo aban bosia obo aban bosia no wose afi bi adura kakra obenya wo so no obi di to aduro kakra obi benya no odi tua school fees obi di to aduane adi ende ke no fori ataka kire se ono nya sika entua ndi zankofo no san sacrifice sika na aban de ba mo mfaso no benya wo musika so omo san tu omo ho nche biem sum 60 years no wantima nsum aban awie on san sum biem no mfa ni sika ncha aban na ke no fori ata wote office UGP udi opay de wontimi fa nche government appointees intimi form salary nche ya ma minimum asebi obi say wan to aduro obetumi ewu obi say wan nyasa sika wi ade odi bedi kura den bi mu high die medical bill sase mu nya ya omo boni omo ye nna so omo gi aban di ye na omo do ni sika bo na bosia sa aban de obo na bosia ye den obetua boni a ya ma minimum ye nananom aye ni nanu no na ndo bia ka se ke no fori ata bon nti onim hwe etie nyiri firo including MPP members ujibu achentwi na asem bi okaye subin MP na asem okaye na meka o say the IMF is not taking Ken Ofori-Atta seriously no matter what anybody says. We have not been able to achieve anything. If you are going to get any money into the system, it will be probably in April thereabout. I say it is about integrity, and Ken Ofori-Atta doesn't have it. It just say IMF no plan jinindi. Hwe what bobosia sa nti wonim say ye bobosia bia na onya 0.06%. Every bobosia bia ye bobia mu. Institution. And now ye kasa ye ka Ken Ofori-Atta we na wonya 155 million Ghana cedi from Ghana bosia ye bobia no. Ne mfaso wonya no. Up to date mfaso a wonya no. Unya bobosia wo wia Ghana sikasa ye nya koka wia. Ye nya koka wia $155 million. Sorry. Ye nya koka bia na wa be quote Bible quotation. Ye nya koka bia na wa quote Bible quotation. Ye nya koka bia na wa quote Bible quotation. Mesere Ken Ofori-Atta. Ade ba ko pe na mesere no. Say so ni Bible quotation quote no de canism no de kire Ghana for no quote ya. Mesere no. This quotation Luke chapter 19. This is the word of God. Luke chapter 19. Luke chapter 19 verse 8. But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord. But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, Look, Lord, Here and now, I give half of my possession to the poor. And if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount. This is the only quotation Kenufurata untimi nkotu ye. Enu kwa na untimi nkotu wo Bible num se ne ye tikrom ha. Udi obi aka and there what the Senate ka 5 billion. And all the contractors ka 70 billion. Road fund 2 billion. Common fund 10 billion. Cocoa board 15 billion. Finance ministry ankasa did the kabebre over 100 billion. And there ESLA energy sector levy muda koja wajiska. And then get fund muda kosia wanting the common textbooks yentimi print. And there sika bebrebe sinking fund stabilization fund sa sika ni na yedini na mamu mantuma he nantwie mua nantwie muani ni na no wa resa nantwie muani na akokɔ nso no ena be ho den sika bebreba yedi amawi nko oba aban mu sika woni over 500 billion what sika we ni na in 7 years 3 billion ebe ho den 3 billion and a bay out then. So when yes, 3 billion we are, this economy will crash. Then the young man from Mumba out of Beka, no current Kenufuriata. Ye young man for Mumba out and Beka Kenufurata. Yeah. And then you to Groma, Amananado Danko Kufado. Let me call 200 million Ghana cedis. No, I call Israel Kofa Boababe to Kruma. 200 million. No, I go boy but was over see a sorry day. I'm a young couple.
A born and I say cathedral.
That be 200 million Ghana cedis. I don't know a year transportation go for born free Israel, but 2 say no.
Are you serious?
Yes, 200 million Ghana cedis. The price of chartering the jet and going to Israel to get Sa or Bono di Baba to Ghana, 200 million Ghana cedis. Nande, Yetikruma. Now you see Obi AU 450 million or see what digging foundation keke for National Cathedral 450 million or there are 2 foundation keke. Nande nya baby when you 250 million. No they see Rich Hospital. It's a 5-star hotel. 250 million and a John Dramani mama. This see Sir Rich Hospital. Una moi as a 5-star hotel. As a Kempiski. Moi sunyana it's a Isbeth Hotel. Nice facility, Rich Hospital, or the 250 million is here. Nan de tikromo onya $30 million with the Sido Dowa Hospital. Sado Dowa Hospital na ye see ye no. Enti ya maame no kwa awoso a. Omo nya den. Omo tisa bia obi kwa awoso na wa free mu ebia nya hospital money or the 30 million save people's life. Onya $217 million. It is University of Ghana Medical Center. Nan do obi tikromo. No, the 30 million, a charter jet, echo. Now about 70,000 of future leaders. Classroom, ye free the 2 form train. No, be the 30 million, it be charter jet, echo Chinanado Danko Kufado. Or the 60 million Ghana cedis, it be Chini Krumas or the Yeto. And then we sit. Ye nyanyas a form of one can be a Trepapawi. Ye knew beer money to mean country, Nanado say, Nanado Danko Kufado, the only yet. Reverend Mate, because you see, what say Kutuka International Airport, it is the one of the village airports. And yefe, Reverend Mate, and there were Nyakompo, and there Kwakuba, or say Kwakuba Kudin, Abdul Malik, or send the training book. On Kano Krebium, Abdul Malik, and there was already a training book. Nanado Dan Kwagufado, Abayo say, you know, he's a man I respect so much because our knowledge, because our game. Omukasa out him say yes, they speak with wisdom. But in there, Abdul Malik, Kwakubaku, Mo, the great uncle. Nasande omuni na adwana akotete in the names of Mochiro book because in the omutimi kan kwenche na ado dan kwagufado. And we the youth we are suffering to the extent say and there enkwala chia na nkwala ya omukoto gari eni asichiri so omuba bedi omukọ ye no gari eni asichiri ne boa dinti ebi o manu didi na ado dan kwagufado atem yesi what didi na atem ti GS for so omo hwe the substance of the issue. Essing Oma Yinkwalana di. Obi sorry, I was say NDC ni MPP epe. NDC ni MPP be na pe. Na NDC the otwa MPP craft the Oma sa na otuma MPP a. Dey na maye yepe. John Dramani mama ono any MPP and as any of the MPP parliamentary can do be antimi nya peda go ni John Dramani mama he ono o se keta se share project ko no akwa saki kenu for that long time because Vicky Hammer edwananum keke bie na no ka say ono se wan bobra nya $1 million in politics ono nya de ono no de no ho betototo empeyfo bi obi na no say ono so bobra nya $1 million John mama sin de nya ma ban wo saki no ono kra wan shebo say if you want money you can't stay in my government wan shebo obi dwananum keke John Dramani mama obi ka say who say chair this o kasa o bedwam e na obi ko twe no na obi say who say chair ni bufu ye John Dramani mama esakin na nadu danko akufado and obi timi bie na no e kasa tia Ghanaians disrespecting Ghanaians and that person goes free. Nobody is talking about ebeden na NDC ni MPP ayepe ebeden abuga pele ono wane appointee e de ne saka Ghana ska o de ne court e ko prosecute no nti now to one house NDC ni MPP e pa enye entimi nye peda NDC ti se o shine and MPP ti so osu ye entimi nye peda na me say kama John Dramani mama mbie na no nka say mo say Ghana's economy will crash or Ghana's economy will crash so okoka say ya winam ni na ma na kadompe no mutin sama amanfo kan okroma eno kra na single spine na yewura kofo kono na ode to wo na e bae na ye di single spine tua Ghana for kawo no say Ghana sika dodo ni na no ye di tua salary de e di be si hospital de e di be ye roads de e di be ye infrastructure projects ni na no sika bi ani wo nti ya winam na ma na kadompe no e di asam na amanfo kan okroma and they obi say ndo mo ma di Ghana sika ni na into Ghana economy be crash. They say, "Oman for oman san tutu pensioners botomu a oman jiji amanfo sika nye yie." But we are silent. And yensafo ni kurom habiem. Civil society is not talking. Fellow Ghanaians are not talking. Christian council is not talking. Imams are not talking. Leaders are not talking. Ubenya lectures, those charlatan lectures. Omo cheap popularity intino they will start talking but na do danko akufado ye ka se bia kire sebi we are not coward and we can never be coward and no on timi enka ye kasabo an hye yanum da e bia Ken Thompson dey den ebu nkotudwe ba me as a youth dey me bu nkotudwe me ka kire na do danko akufado me catch na do danko on timi fa ye sebran to chacha da on timi fa sebran to chacha da so integrity so bunu ho pensioni esika no mane mfa ne sanka so de ne saka nteso kokko ye beto akere no de wi oye ekumi preko e ma 14 years boy awunu honga ewu ye we will fight for that blood ye nua na ofuru high tension pole our castle interchange ewu ye because of hardship. We will fight for that blood. And I dare say, if Sanyansaphobia Nikruma, we the youth will be Anyansapho. The best say canocrat pay for, and we want those hypocrites. They can't talk again. No, we will let them out. And we will let them know, say, we are the future leaders, and we will always tell the agent the truth. We cannot, and we have sacrificed enough, and we have been silent enough. But if you push a man to the wall, he turns back and come and hunt you. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, take this humble advice. The youth are well prepared, and the youth will always face this incompetent government squarely. Every day, any night that comes across. Thank you very much.
I see. Kumi?
Senior.
Today be today.
Today be today, yeah. Yeah, you see, I always tell people, say, I'm not that person that defends anything. Very important, say, a tiny maybe I say. Ura Mahama Ekasano. Okay, I say he's not against debt restructuring program, no, because it's a conditionality for IMF, no. Yeah, can't say uncle. So the year you turn say Beko. Yeah, as you say, what are some of the things ama yen abedru aha ene? We share statement. You see, I am go for fight finance minister. Emu bebre, we defend it, but some of us we've taken a step back. Say we have to allow those who want to fight because wa ban na was uko kanu anka ni ya obi be fi say what tan aban no but nipa ho adwuma ana yeye tina nipa ho adwuma na yeye no na nipa ho adwuma no de bia meka ade ba kwa me pe wa alankojo chemante ne nokre obe so obu obi na oni nipa na nya adwenkro say nipa no wan ahonyeye mu a how can you deliver the person? Because you've not been true to yourself. Say, oh, I hear ye na so me boy. Oh, boy, my head. IMF program, yeah, you call ye. You see, as ye debt restructuring. Debt restructuring, no. As ye busa who say, and then ye bit my year, ama sumdiaba. And then ye bit my year, ama na ye peaceful. It's called crisis management. And that is why a group of people in parliament said, say, it is time for a certain minister to go. No one knew who. They knew what they had seen. And there's a school of thought and a group of people who believe, say, if the finance minister was not around, this could have been managed differently. And do baby and you must say individual answer. That individual holds and wills the whole decision that affects everybody. And then they see into me and that restructuring quickly. Because communicate about first, you know, you listen to the president's speech. Pension holders, citizen me boy. Communicate president Becca, yeah, two nidi we sikam pay. The president stated say individuals and pension holders were not part. So what turned? No, I catch up say membra radio so on our TV soon be defended. MPP for one came, only MPP. Make my Trump message MPP 124. They are telling us that they will not support the party again. This is not what we promised the good people of Ghana. This is not what we promised our MPP people. See, I no understand I'm being. Try me pension sika krade. I don't even want to talk about it. It's a non-starter. See now, me, you know, I'm telling you, I wasn't a bright student at all. It took my grandmother, who was a headmistress, to come and live in our house with their family. And now all church me how to read because me mama sorry okopeska ediaba or you trader okopeska diaba me papa a civil engineer and on am takrade or children am say he's building. So it was my grandmother that taught me how to read. Now anopa ebenu nkokwa I realized that she wasn't ready to burden my father or my mother. But she took the initiative say Obeku baby GCB and on the mommy who GCB not the meko also continue the pension sika. She didn't want to burden my father or my mother. And I can tell you say that is the same example in places. Ebi mu ko ji omo pension lancer almost a lump sum and ko ye investment of bonds. Na ene edura we are not considering all this. And then no be raising issues of MPCK as crash and ye. Say, a drew baby now. These are some of the excesses we receive, and this shouldn't be a matter. When I video now, I can tell you, say I saw people that are strongly MPP there. I'm telling you. I saw people that are strongly MPP. And you see, we have to applaud the party because we have been the worst critics of this government. Because a chrono said the honey and mia a bebon. And then, why can't we manage this crisis? What's your estimation? Yes, didn't you call IMF and the conditionalities about a balance of payment? So, yeah, in our budget, our expenditure, no, our revenue. What do we do? What do we do? What are some of the things that they make immediate? You can say government should cut expenditure. You can say only more Jubilee House expenditure. You cut you. Cut. Review all programs. Program Ben, you make Nasi. Till say we'll get back on our feet. That's what we are looking at. I mean, Sina, as some way there, I don't know who can come and sit here as a Ghanaian, as an MPP, and defend this. Pensioners. One day I'll be a pensioner. And is this what I expect? You see, some of these things, good evening, Ghana. Or say, when you begin to touch individuals, their money, one of the things we do, investor confidence among the individuals in a coffin. Because your interest of last year, your interest of 32 billion. Domestic in 25 billion. It tells you that domestic people contribute more than even the 7 billion and now you about foreigners. So why do you want to tackle the domestic people first? If you say Russia Ukraine border obi betia and obi say obetobi. Obi can say or say you ready your normal me business or school. Anana nipa na twi madwen esi so say you ready your normal business management financial accounting books na ade ba ko e chen say the most secure investment are government bonds. Are we turning that narrative today? It has to take a leading member of the MPP to come and say, "Yenya 10-10-10." Alan Kojo Chemante, I can say "Yenya 10-10-10." Said at least ombenya coupons kakra and sana we saw said there's a revision. It tells you say some broader consultation, no, they are not doing it. And a hard dream. Sana mihuno. It tells you say what is the stand of MPs on this matter? What is the MPs? What do they stand? What I'm sure say some MPs don't want to even engage themselves in this matter because they already have a position. Say the minister must go. The reshuffle kebe and the president knows it. Reshuffle can hear pan and they buy you. I saw one of your texts, Eka said, let's spare some ministries. Yes, anything we can do to reduce costs, let's do it. Let's do it. Anything we can do to reduce costs, we have to do it. Ade. Sini ade. You know what I'm saying?
Well, tonight will be one of the
Senior, now
experience I will never forget as a show.
No. We go through something like this. Now penny be or party kase. Because of some of these things, no, your message I hear kokano. One share. Yes, one share. Ebe ye say Ghana for ebe di message e dia no be baby. If you so nimnyansa since happening, you know. Say we don't have a what is Obusa say? Oka say Alan Chemanti doesn't have a message, you know. Or no the candidate, what message does he have? The message and a finance minister Diabano. If we don't pass, we don't go through the debt exchange program. Or say the
economy will
crash. And only message Abba. You can't no to bed. But I always say I forgive him. Because he's a young blood in politics. So you expect some of
forgive is divine, and I moka. My main kind message is not here, wrap up, and then share the new goodies. Hello, Sammy. Good evening. If you listen to Alan very carefully, he doesn't deserve to. My kind message with you. Black with them in yes, some kind. Or say, good evening. Okay, I shall see free. Good evening, Sammy. I'm a Franny, Electricals, Pakosu Estate, Kumasi. Was it the calamity that has befallen Turkey and Syria is a wake-up call for Ghana to prepare for such disasters because it could happen here too. As Accra and some part of the coastal areas are tremor and earthquake-prone areas. Greetings to you. Greetings to all theocratic world congregation members from Afrani Electrical Parkos Nodiaba. Is it about a month or is it somewhere December, January more? Yet office yet give me a new no assassin assistance. Eh, Rade says I say crab was so Mr. Say bread also no. Mammy. I mean what if you inside. If you are we can say if you are menam highway baby and now say my copper cra me pacho na brunsa bu die si I be hu papa. We say I think Alan Chamati is speaking the truth, but at a wrong time. He was part of the administration which created the mess we are in now. Since he was a member of the economic management, he should forget leading this country. What advice did Alan Tremartin give to the inept Bawumia? No member of this Nanado's administration should be given the chance to lead Ghana again. Please, Hunter, ask churches to tell you how my name is pronounced. Pachanidin, I say, Amanura
Peter.
Amanura Peter. Okay, thank you very much. We say black is black. NPP are sharing the public money. Black is black. Is that your name? NPP are sharing the public money. We say Mr. Hunter, Bawumia supporter told Alan supporter that Alan is a chronic failure. And Alan supporter also told Bawumia supporter that Bawumia is a pathological liar. Ghanaians beware of the MPP in the 2024 elections. Moses, Kaswado di Kraba. It's a good evening. The earlier we rise up as Ghanaians, the better the talk is. The talk is too much. Very soon, government salaries will be a challenge. That is when Ghanaians will see the actual problem. Nana Machi, be no diaba. We say, very soon, politicians will promise one family, one aeroplane. That is the only promise left. Nana Machi Korea no diabre. We say, bro, you know something? You see Ghana as a country, we don't like the truth. We find it difficult to identify the truth and lies. See the stage where we are now. Or see, do they want to tell us that they don't know that a condition like this would come? If yes, then MPP, they are short thinkers. Or say, we the youth must form our own political party to kick out these useless old men from politics who have no ambition and aspiration in life. But, Mr. Hunter, seriously speaking, some of the foreign certificates that people bring to countries seems to be bought. Mr. Hunter, I believe Nana is scarce because nothing he touches works or goes well. And say, Nana is empty. Tony Edifria Shaman. Mahama is the real servant of Ghana. The man is born as a leader. Leadership smells on him, not Nanado. By force, I want to be. We say good evening, Sammy. NPP is like a crazy dog who eat everything they come across. How can you take pensioners' money where you don't know when they are going to die? God will never forgive you. From Ben Pukwasini Dini. Good evening, Sammy. Please, what you are discussing is very good, but the question is to do. Nanado has If Nana has born, if he has, should show it to the public. He doesn't have a queen. Trust me, how do you know someone penny bondo? We know one penny account. Do you know I want to? My name is Phil Musa from Accra. I say, Mr. Hunter, when will you invite Sami Jamfi to your show? Let's leave MPP alone and don't think about us, Mr. Hunter. You are the best friend. And I say, Papa. Sami Jamfi, we're ready over. Aye. Good evening, Mr. Hunter. I now understand why Akufo-Addo was in a hurry to collapse #1 business. Two scammers can't stay together. I hope you understand what I mean. Yeah, I say, God punished J. Mensah for imposing these things on us as a government to lead us. We, the youth, must form our own political party. My kind of message. We say we should just curse the Akufo-Addo's family and all their generations. We say, so the money that they have borrowed, what do they use it for? So is it how these people will do to destroy our future? We don't have anybody to speak on behalf of we the youth. Is the democracy in politics? Is democracy in politics working in Ghana? Hunter, Nanado will surely pay for all his deeds. I'm Frank Kaswa. We say, Hunter, we Ghanaians, we are fools. If anyone talks in a meek way, we take that person to be a good one. Know that is why Ken Ofriata pastors are doing to Ghanaians. Oh, Ghana, pardon. Hey, okay, let me move in my PC. Wow, the man tell me no they chame. We say, as Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said, Dan Kwabuzia families have a narrow intellectual and political horizons, but see themselves as leading stars. Yenya Seram, Godfred Edifrin Koko. We say, good evening. I really like the NDC man. We, the youth, will rise against them if they try anything. Sakrade Roy and Edifriaba. We say, Sammy, today your panelists have demonstrated love for Ghana. In fact, I drop my heart for them, for weeping for Mother Ghana, standing up against autocracy, NPP, never again. Amamura, Peter, Sunyani Nudama. Yenya Faisal will say, Ghana may suffer an uprising that could be very excruciating if the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Akufo-Addo, does not sit up. Since Akufo-Addo assumed power in 2017 and infiltrated the security institutions with his vigilante groups, Delta Force and Invisible Forces, there have been numerous unprofessional actions by the military and police, unleashing mayhem on innocent citizens of our country. Kudos to your panel. Chachas is really on fire, and I love that. Faisa Mutaru Amasamai. Okay, I'm in fancy. I'm going to be Anthony. The Babana Betty. We need a few. But I'm going to wrap up. 1 minute. Citizen, I'm chatting
for you see, I've been one of the people. Me Bombay there wouldn't be anything like an uprising in Ghana. But you could clearly tell there people are burning inside, you know, and the pain is becoming too much. There were a lot of expectations. Nanado on the Mahin. And Wamama, every politician is looking like a liar today. Because if you didn't trust Nanado then, who else would you think that would be more capable of being a better president? Looking at what he was saying and looking at what he had done from before Kumipreku days, and the kind of diagnosis away Ghana, as if doko. And therefore, it makes a lot of people believe in him. See, there are so many MPP people who are so disappointed it's not funny. And I was on set with one. yakasa gidigidi odu baby otie ma wie no no from ko abano no simasa asama kenenu ama mampo mo aba mo hodo there really we are not in good times. I still want to just beg everybody there. If we don't let the president realize what is going on, he might think there. It's not like that. We should all call on the president to do the right thing. Daniel in Koforidua, it's been a long time. I sent a message or share. To Daniel, he says he's an ardent watcher. The Masuna Refua Nizer. You are watching.
About pay Refua. Chachas.
Good night.
Come on, my money bread. Say, near me Kutiawa, and money bread. Can I do Danko Kufa to be a president? Now, Sansa and John Mama economy to me did 3 times a day, and I pay we numerate. And I'm telling you, and they will did 3 times a day, they'll be a cushion. You can't even buy dress. And then we can't even eat 3 times a day. We can't.
We did it 3 times a day. And
I'm telling you. And then your mama diamaye and to come money ha come be my you for ye muade come be my you for ya kasa tiampe for and on SHS for shas here a kasa tiana na do danko agufado no hwe ya ma menom pensioners no they our grandfathers they our grandmothers so mu ni nan eni nsa ombe kasa tiana na do danko agufado and omo ni na do danko agufado aban de be fi so a omo ma no omo nananom te say yen. We will always stand for the truth. We are not scared and we refuse to be subjects. We refuse to be slaves in our motherland. You might be feeling so bossy. You might be feeling so big. Who feel say, "Oka waka." The book at Nebuchadnezzar and Haba in the Bible, their rains came down. Nanado Dango, one day somehow, they say, answer the 2024 Bekona year. Nanado Dango, Ubati you for Yanka.
Okay.
Ubati Yanka.
By way.
Well, Senior, Madame Fubise or Chow, your friend of Kwame Ayensu. Really solid guy. And wa Unipa or Tabe House Studio ha. Mike West.
Oh, Amadu Doku.
Oh, no, Senior, I mean, we are in a very, very difficult situation, and let's not underestimate it. In Yabre, pa. Things say, yes, a bimudi omujuma etofon, and we can move. Yeah. Sometimes, you feel say we are the best people to manage things. At a point, but as who say for the greater good, MP Sakasa, who am I to go against 80 MPs or plus? Who am I?
Okay. Chairman David Bote, Facebook, or say after the bonds, they will go after individual normal safeties. I said, oh dear, I said, no, obviously, I have 400 basic, but they said, that's Papa. Tonight, I will never forget this moment. I don't know. I can't say whether I'm happy or I'm sad, but what I can say is I'm very emotional because it seems like Ghanaians are now beginning to know, to see the reality on the ground. And the funny thing is that most Ghanaians don't even have no idea what is next and any the issue. No. Jesus Christ, I'm team come out, Uchina, Yawada, you say, Edition.